checking out the cheetahs. We're there for the final thrills of a dream trip to Africa. On last night's programme, we saw how they went white water rafting down a crocodile-infested river. Tonight, they visit a cheetah farm and come face to face with a nomadic tribe.
The square-mile safari is leaving the Kunene River and heading inland into the Kakaveld to meet the locals. The Himba tribe are semi-nomadic, driving their cattle and goats between summer and winter pastures. They cover their bodies with a layer of goat's fat and ochre. Their hair is dressed with ochre, fat and urine. The cut and style of their hair indicates whether they have achieved puberty or are married. A man may have as many wives as he can afford. Morris has 7. Each wife is worth 3 goats or 1 seashell. The shells are used instead of money. They are also worn as ornaments.
What is your name? Your name? Neil? Philip? Neil? What's your name?
The Himba have their own language and customs. They pay no taxes and wander hundreds of miles through their homeland unrestricted. Their huts are made of tree branches covered with a mixture of river sand and cow manure. Inside, a fire stick is kept constantly burning. When the head of a family dies, his hut is sealed up with all his possessions inside. For this remote tribe, contact with tourists is still a novelty. The children have brought presents of sweets. Ballpoint pens are also prized, although the majority of Himba cannot read or write. The long journey south is not without incident. While Namibia's main roads are tarred, all other routes are unsurfaced and at the mercy of the elements. By the morning of the final day, the square-mile safari has reached Kamanyab, just a few hours' drive from Windhoek, where they'll catch their plane home. As they pack up for the last time, they and their teachers have time to reflect on the experience.
The rafting was brilliant. It's definitely something special. I mean, I would never dream of coming like on a holiday, but it's been good.
We've all become friends, seeing as we've been together all the time, and I think we're going to stay in contact and things, so been some good friendships formed.
I didn't really enjoy the rafting with us not being able to swim, but I feel as though I've achieved something with doing it.
It's been good, but getting sunburn on my lips, as you can see, and having trouble putting tents away.
Kevin, looking back over the week, I mean, what do you think the kids have got out of it?
A great sense of achievement, really. Having to cope with such extremes of climate and sort of exhaustion, you know, rafting down the river, you know, really pushed them to the limits.
But before setting off on the final leg to the airport, the square milers have one more treat in store. The Ochitiwonga Lodge runs a cheetah farm. Most are wild and dangerous, but a few have been raised from cubs and are safe to approach.
Susie, please.
In a few hours, the square milers will be on a plane heading back to the northeast. But when their parents meet them at Newcastle Airport, they're likely to find a few changes in their children. A week on safari in Africa at this age can have long-lasting effects.
I think they're always going to remember Africa. You know, once Africa's in your blood, it's hard to forget it.
What a great trip for them. Ron Branscombe reporting and Dave Dixon, the cameraman.